is a good investing lesson. Just because you have a hot technology does not mean you may have a hot stock. In fact, maybe just the opposite, because some traders are betting big against some of the hottest hardware companies out there, like a GoPro, a Fitbit, or even Tesla. What could be behind these short bets? Are they good bets? Welcome to Trading Nation. I'm Brian Sullivan. Max Wolff and Ari Wald are your guests today. Max, listen, it's a good lesson. It doesn't have to be with technology. It actually can be with anything. You got a hot name. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have a hot stock, but what do you make against these bets on some of these well-known technology companies?
We've seen just floods of negative interest really pushing hard against the Web 2.0 recent IPOs. That's what these guys have in common. Additionally, they're companies that some people think are products that are kind of trying to be companies that are basically in the hardware space. We see it with Square, we see it with GoPro, we see it with Fitbit, we see it with a lot of these names. We would single out Fitbit as a company where the short squeeze could really be a plus side catalyst for the name, because we don't think it belongs in some of the company it's in terms of brighter future here, possible big future for insurers and big companies separate and apart from individuals tracking their health. That being said, once you get put into this envelope, it's hard not to watch a lot of people bet against you with a lot of aggression.
Yeah, they do, because oftentimes the individual who knows the product, likes the product, buys in, valuations get stretched. Do any of these valuations just spook the heck out of you?
Yeah, and plenty of these valuations were the nosebleed seats, and it was good to run for cover. The question is, are you still running for cover even after they've come all the way down and you're sitting courtside now in the value play?
Okay, well, let's find out from a technical perspective. Ari, you got a couple choices of companies here. What do you want to look at for us?
Yeah, I guess, and what do they all have in common, the list that you rattled off there, Brian, is they have all indeed been poor performers. And what does it take to get, the short interest to unwind and go the other way as well? Some good performance. These stocks starting to move through some resistance levels. One that does stand out, it also has a high short interest level, is Ambarella. And why it's interesting here is that it is basing at the same level it broke out from back in 2014. And if you could push through $47, that's the key resistance level. I think that would be the catalyst to see some of that, the shorts get squeezed and to see that unwind. The trend is still bearish here. I think this is really still an idea for those that can keep a short leash. I think you want to place a protective stop on a close below 41, because below there could start getting ugly again, Brian.
Okay, protective stop there below the price point you mentioned there. Ari, thank you very much. We do appreciate that. Watching Ambarella. Again, the chips that go inside of GoPro. So not a consumer name, but a name that is directly linked to a consumer name. Max, thank you. Ari, thank you. Folks, thank you for tuning into Trading Nation. Check out the live version of the 2 o'clock Eastern Time hour of CNBC every day. I'll see you there for that as well.